Check it out.
see the vibes. There we go. Fucking seize it. CZ. Funds of safe food forever and ever. What up, world? Yo. All right, everything's working. Oh, shit. All right, everything is working. Let's get it. Hey, what's up, world? What's up, cyberspace? How's it going, internet land? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace the DJ / producer, coming back again with some more crypto shit, Zen shit. You know, that stuff that nobody wants to ever talk about, but I'm talking about it. I'm making sense of it. Yo, it's 2025. Today is January 9th. I'm saying it's the 9th day of the year, bro. It's the 9th day of the year, bro. Are you getting it? Are you locking in, or are you gonna clock in for the rest of the year? I don't know which one you're gonna do. Probably watching this shit, clock the fuck in. So congratulations, you made it another year. If you're not watching this, clocked in, because you locked in, you getting into the next steps of where we're going in this crypto world. Shout outs to you. Like I said in the beginning of the year, follow me on X. If you don't, it's your first time coming across the channel, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We talk about the real shit over here. But if you follow me on X, I was saying the gossip is over. All right. Something we're leaving in 2024. He say, she say, we say. And yeah, just do the work. If you're doing the work, there ain't no gossip left. It's just you and the work and everybody watching you. All right. So yeah, the gossip is done, guys. We going up regardless to what the majority has to say, if that's what it is, you know. It's next level shit. So let's go into it, man. Let's get into it. Let's just jump in. It's 2025. It's the first stream of the year. Big ups to all the homies that are here. I see you, Crypto Neek. We got Dank, Lita, Alexander, Frosty and Zen, Augmented, Santoshi. What's up, y'all? Seize the day. Yo, for real. So look, check it out. We back where we started a few months ago in Zen. All right. We already know what's happening in the real world. Again, if you're watching this channel, I'm a very advanced crypto user. I've been in the space forever. I'm a fucking dinosaur. Okay. So I know pretty much everything that needs to be known about the space. And every, few months, every month that passes now, it just feels like it's becoming more and more gimmicky. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're getting further and further away from like the original notion. And sometimes people will bring that shit up as if like ideology matters, right? The chant of 2024 was fuck community, fuck ideology. No one fucking cares. The earlier you understand that in your crypto journey, the better. Don't build any emotion to anything. Build emotion towards principle. All right. Principle related objects. That's why I fuck with Zen, because everything else literally is a mystery. It's a gossip world. In Zen, we just know the basics, how it's created, how supply will be distributed over a course of a set amount of time in an immutable contract that nobody can change on EVM and in some other sorts of formats on Solana and Bitcoin. Other formats, same fucking idea, but a different format. And that's why it's fuck ideology, because you could say that shit and Zenians won't even fuck with SolXEN or VMPX. So yeah, fuck your ideology, bro. But we have a whole bunch of them right here listed on CoinMarketCap that we use as like elements on a fucking periodic table. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like these are our periodic table elements, motherfuckers. Right now you're getting a glimpse at your noble gases. On some nerd shit. If you don't know what the fuck that is, man, go fucking, I hope you're subscribed to GPT. I be seeing a lot of dumb motherfuckers that be dumb as fuck and then they're afraid to pay $20 to get GPT. I'm like, that's how fucking dumb you are. Like, you literally could get free internet for $20 a month because you'll know everything in the form of a few sentences. But you're like, nah, nigga, I'm smarter than that. 2025, pay for GPT. I mean, if you're in Zen world, you're already paying for it. Let's go. But yeah, so we got our noble gases here. All right, we got Solana, which is one of my favorites. it's getting beat the fuck up right now. It's down to number 6. We got BNB flipping it. You know what I'm saying? They're dancing around these $100 billion market caps. So, you know, it's kind of expected, you know, to see this battle happening here. Cause yeah, the top 5 is hella important. Again, there's a culprit here that I'm expecting to fail this year. For some reason, in my crystal ball, I just see Tether not keeping up. I see stable being placed in the hands of the Americans. So yeah, if you're from the other side of the planet, shout outs to you for viewing the Crypto Brush show. But if you're an American, yeah, get the fuck out of Tether. USDC is your goated digital dollar. If you don't know this, now you know. You can go do your own research on why majority of the space has already labeled circles USDC as the universal dollar. Tether is cool. It got us to today. But yeah, I feel like what we're about to experience in the overall crypto markets, you're not going to see Tether survive. It has a lot of question marks, a lot of gossip. We don't know what it is. Right? It's not a Zen coin. You know, Zen is fabricated off of the best ideas of Bitcoin and the best physics of Ethereum. Right? That's why it's very similar to both of those. Right? It's similar to an Ethereum distribution system, but it's similar to the longevity ideology of why Bitcoin is sound finance or sound money or sound value. Sound blank. You put the fucking blank. That's what Bitcoin is. Yeah, and again, we have the best of these worlds in Zen. So again, Tether really doesn't make any sense here. It's not represent anything, right? XRP represents the banks. BNB represents centralized exchanges. Solana represents a new idea, right? This is the newest idea you're going to get in the top 10. Dogecoin, it's a meme of proof of work. So it's done its job, pretty much in my opinion. Doge has done its job. Do I see human beings turning on mining rigs for Doge? Not really. Do I see an incentive of building Doge into a better light? Yeah. And do I see people bridging Doge off of mainnet to some other entity of said layer 2? Yeah. So that's the only innovation I see in Doge, but it's not doing anything new, right? We already got everything set up here. We got stable, banks, centralized exchange. Your top 3 of how you use cryptocurrencies, nigga. You're either gonna need to swap it for some other shit. You're either gonna probably want to KYC it so you can buy real estate with your crypto, or you know you live on the other side of the world. You don't got Coinbase, you got Binance. You know what I'm saying? That's that right there, right? Noble gases, and then this is some other shit, and then these right here we got all the experiments. Some of them are noble, like a Doge, like a USDC, like a Cardano, like a Tron. So pretty much everything here is noble because it's old. That's my 2 takes on this current system going into 2025. It's old. We strong now. We don't need all this old infrastructure. Burn it down. No pun intended. But yeah, so overall markets are having a fucking upside down, round and round. Because again, it's traditional, mainstream. Like we've already handed this shit off. Like this is no longer a crypto problem. Right? Crypto solved Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin is Bitcoin. Right? You can believe whatever you want to believe, but yeah, this has no ideology left in it. It's simply holding up the market, and it's a great tool to drive people with real world assets into the crypto market. Right? So I haven't been here for a while. Been on vacay, chilling with the fam, getting away from the crypto world, back onto real land, and you know, because again, I live here in the East Coast. We're grinding. You know, we locked in and clocked in at the same fucking time, doubling up the bags. And basically, I didn't realize how much of a bubble California really was in. So like being home in Cali really helped me see another edge to like why crypto is going to be so successful, you know, in the coming years. You know, there's a lot of people out there right now that have no fucking clue what is going the fuck on in everything. And there's going to be a lot of people waking up to a horror story very soon. There's going to be horror stories everywhere. everywhere. Because again, if you're not leveraged, I think more in crypto and you're really in real world assets, you're going to be asking yourself, what the fuck does this even mean? Right? This is what I was doing. I was finally having this conversation with people I needed to talk to, not you bitch motherfuckers on the internet. Y'all got to figure it out. Y'all are Zenians. Y'all got this shit figured out. You know what I'm saying? Right? I hope you do. Hope you're not watching me so you can get it figured out, because please don't do that. I'm a wacko on the other side of the screen. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Bitcoin, bitch. What we believe in. But yeah, so what I got like really introduced to here was like, when you think about it, Bitcoin still has the strongest narrative of all cryptos. It is the one. We already know this, but it's so crazy how it's always the one. Every year it's the one. Maybe you should think about leveraging into Bitcoin. Leverage some of your assets into Bitcoin, right? That has been the conversation. Now Trump is in office, the most pro-Congress United States House of Representatives ever. We might actually get this shit to go through, bro. This might be the portal part. Because when you really explain it like that, it does make other markets kind of seem weird. Like, why would I want to be over leveraged in stocks, right? Why wouldn't I want to just own property and Bitcoin? And then why wouldn't I want those two to have a relationship so I can build wealth? So I'm really seeing where we're headed here. And this is why, again, I think the gap in crypto up until 2025 has been sort of an experiment, you know, because there's a huge gap here. 1.8 trillion in market cap. I talk about this on my channel all the time. So like, subscribe if you fuck with the vision. We're looking at crypto as an overall market, something that we're going to push as a vehicle. Then that's why, again, like 1.8 trillion dollars worth of market cap is solely in the Bitcoin world. All right. The rest of it is umbrellaed underneath it. So this is all that matters. Anything reflecting the light is a reflection of light, right? Just simple shit. That's no quote. So again, Zen's like Bitcoin, but again, XEN's like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's a really sound, hard asset that you could potentially, again, connect to maybe to real estate, maybe to the assets you already own that are connected to dollars that are kind of like in limbo because you don't know where to go, because dollars are split due to the way United States is split, right? It's almost like a cold war is happening in the United States amongst the community. It's the weirdest shit. Again, I'm a fucking millennial. All right. I just came from a boomer's retirement home. Now, shout out to my family. I love them. But again, I haven't been exposed to this notion of we got to draw lines in the sand and build a fort over the crib. I was like, what in the NBC, nigga? What in the CNN? What are y'all talking about? Just buy Bitcoin. Like, we're literally right here in this conversation where it's like, why are you saying all that wacky shit, man? Just, you know, buy Bitcoin with your, you know, whatever funds you have. And then if you want to do something wacky with Bitcoin, you know, this is why, again, I think when we look at the bottom here, that's the wacky with Bitcoin. And we see the market caps for I want to be wacky with Bitcoin is nothing. Literally nothing. Ethereum is at $396 billion. This shit ain't even half of the Bitcoin market cap. It's 2025. This shit been around for 10 years and it couldn't even seize that, right? And it's true. It's a fact. If you don't believe it, Ethereum is a scam chain. You don't do anything but scam other motherfuckers on ETH. Now that's boring. That's why everyone's on Solana. Scamming ain't fun on ETH no more. Gas is up, right? Gas almost acts as a security layer for Ethereum, which does make ETH more sound when it has activity. But when ETH has no activity, it is a very, 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 very unsound chain. It actually starts to inflate when it's not busy. What's it? Ultrasound money? Ultrasound money. I'm not even looking at the chat. Longest time. Happy New Year. What up, ETHW? No, CNN, please. Please, I haven't gotten a strike on YouTube in a long time. Strike this guy. Can you strike? I'm admin. Is that possible? USDC is a FBI coin. USDT is a CIA coin. Lols. Yeah, so if you're using both, damn. I don't use USDC, but I believe it. I believe that it could be a CIA coin. That's possible. You know, it's like funny too. It's like everybody's trying to live anonymously on the internet, but we're hella anonymous right now. Like nobody really knows you and shit. Like in 100 years, we're gonna be dead dust, nigga. I don't even know if this video gonna fucking be here. It maybe might be. With the worst English ever, it maybe might be. But all I know is in 1,000 or 100 years from now, there'll be way more way more concentrated of civilians. Like just like how 100 years from this moment behind me, we're at the most civil it's ever been. So it's kind of always funny, like how people play with that game. It's like, bro, you better off. I'm not even gonna say that because that's some dark humor. But if you know where I'm going, you're better off being like that so you don't exist than like trying to hide. We clear net, motherfucker. But yeah, look at the ETH supply, bro. This shit going up. That don't make no sense. Right? Look at this got 3 years. So it's the merge. Yeah, this is when XEN came out. When XEN was running the ship in Ethereum because we had the mind share and we weren't just a pack of idiots. You know, we actually helped Ethereum become deflationary. So ever since ETH became has less activity on it, it's actually less sound because now there's more fucking coins and you need people to use the chain. It's almost like they benefit from people botting Ethereum. At this point, 2025, if you're in the ETH, you need to tell Vitalik to release the bots. Right. And it's funny, too, because the whole AI thing has come out. If you've been following the channel, I know I'm hopping all over the place because this is for those that have been here and we're just getting refreshed as we can start this journey to the next world. But yeah, if you were here a month ago, 2 months ago, we were talking about AI. Right. Because that's what XEN is. This is the XEN world conversation. We just blend the rest of the fucking static noise into our world. So hopefully you understand if you don't know what's going on. But we got this thing, this proof of work thing called XENBLOCKs, where you use GPU power to make your own cryptocurrency. That's right. That Costco computer you just got for Christmas. Yup, that little bad boy there that has the RTX 4070. Yeah, boy. Time to plug that motherfucker in. Get that shit burning. All right, this is the future. We back on proof of work. All right, we like proof of stake, smart contracts. We like it. And you see, it's not as sound. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hum. That's what your computer is going to start making. Yeah, baby. That's what you want. You don't want this sticky shit. But the sticky shit is cool. There's a lot of money to be made over there. That's why everybody's running in. I got to be first. I got to be first. My blockchain's the best. Fucking all of it sucks. That's how Zen Maxi I am. I'm at the point, bro, that none of this shit makes me smile. All this shit looks like lady boys in Thailand. I can see right through you motherfuckers. None of this makes sense. Take me back to America. Shit's funny as hell. What up, Pedro? Hello, bro. Can you talk about XEN? Is the framework for AI huge for Brazil? Yes, man. Follow me on X. If you don't follow me on X, you're tripping, man. You're tripping. All right. I'm currently losing followers left and right because I don't know what the fuck is happening. I don't care though about followers. That's not what I strive to be. All right. I don't have no membership. I let people be members if they want to support the channel. Classic. Don't make money on YouTube shit. Like, but I don't give a fuck because I figured my shit out. You know what I'm saying? I can do I am human. I am alive. So don't need the internet. Would be nice, but you don't need to support the channel. All right. But I know motherfuckers out there that are diving deep, trying to figure out the next waves. All right. But yo, if you follow me on X, it's gonna be a lot of bullshit, but you might get ahead of the crowd. All right. That's it. Because when we out, just best believe I'm not gonna be on this fucking shit. I've said that before, and you can see it. It's like crypto bro used to be here all the time, then stagnation, then nowhere. Soon it'll be, nah, I ain't streaming. The fuck? But yeah, don't be goofy chasing Xers. Be a Xenian. All right. So this is one of the proposals. This is a proposal. Only ETH I have is, the only ETH you have is Zen factors. Dang, the cabal is on fire. We're over this shit. Actually, I have my Zen jacket right here. This is how cabal I am. There's Zen merch in the fucking chat if you want some. I didn't make it though. I think I should make Zen merch this year. Why not? Capitalize on the cabal magic. Fuck that. We got the guns out. We're fighting. Feel me? Actually, it's fucking hot in this crib right now. God damn. Got the heater on crazy right now. It's like one of those East Coast days where you got to open up the window just to break even type shit. But yo, so what we're looking at right now is a proposal for how we can utilize XEN to the AI advantage in which it really is to have associated with a blockchain. All right. So the way X1 is going to function is it's going to have two states. One state is called X1. Right. I think, yeah, like one state is called X1. The other state is called Xenium. Right. Xenium is the proof of work state of X1. Okay. So X1 is a blockchain. Okay. That's like everything here. These are blockchains. But underneath the umbrella of X1, there is a network. Ooh. You know, like how you got AT&T, then AT&T network, which like includes like Cricket and like a smartphone or whatever that shit is, Simple Mobile. Other things that connect to their overall infrastructure, right? X1 will have a network, and inside of that network, it's going to be governed by a proof of work token called XEN. So the way that it works essentially is users can pay crypto or fiat, and they can rent or deploy a script onto, like I said, a Costco computer, gaming computer you just got for Christmas for like $800. I was looking at those things. I almost thought about buying one because I was like, yo, that shit is free bands if you know how to use it. So if you don't have your own computer, you could actually buy or rent GPU power from GPU sites. There's like sites like Vast AI where you can rent GPUs and utilize it. See, there's that lovely 4070, right? If you're not playing games, you might as well mine some shit. So you can use your GPU power and you can develop your own cryptocurrency, right? Develop it. You can create it. It's going to deploy into your wallet. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do with it after that. Currently, you can't do nothing because we don't got the actual blockchain, right? So you need X1 to have a network. So when X1 is live, so is XEN. But currently, you could get ahead of the curve by mining XEN before the blockchain is live. And again, this is on you if you want to do this. It's similar to like Bitcoin. Again, like a lot of the Zen network is similar to Bitcoin and the way that it's formulated to provide you with said crypto at the end. Right? Crypto creation is important. It's like literally knowing how the birds and the bees work. Like it's literally like that. Like if you don't know how to play with the pearl, you don't deserve it. Okay. It's like that. Massage this shit. Sorry, not safe for work anymore. but it's that close to creation that you really need to get it. Okay, and then again, XENBLOCKs is using Argon 2, right, which is a hashing algorithm, right? So what this does is this spins a computational mathematical problem in the search of XEN11, my dude. Just like Bitcoin, same shit. All right, just looking for a stupid ass word that says, oh yeah, man, that block is yours, right? So currently you can get this very simple because there's no other layers on top of XEN. It's just, you know, password spins, add hash power for more password computation, land the password, rewarded XEN. It's literally that. That's all this shit is. God damn. Now, right? Like I said, I'm pro KYC because I don't believe that human beings are smart enough to do this on their own. And I might want to do business with them. And the only way I can do business with them is if I know who they are. So yeah, I am pro KYC, but I do understand like we're moving towards possibly just rediscovering like this reality without it, right? But I really do think we need better processes so we can understand these proofs. Like, who is this address, right? XEN has so many outlets to pretty much provide us with that futuristic crypto reality you've been promised that's no longer here. It doesn't exist. That's why we're so into this. That like, again, like here's one of the blurbs from this, which is typically new users face a daunting journey through centralized exchanges that require excessive know your customer KYC procedures. This not only compromises their privacy, but it also introduces them into crypto without fundamental practices or fundamental principles of self-custody, which is highly valued within the Zen community. Moreover, this process is depositing funds from traditional banks into exchanges often takes days. Right? The process, yeah. So this is what XEN is here to solve. Kind of what Bitcoin should have done. But again, Bitcoin, it needed to birth a whole new world. It could not divide the rewards from the network. Okay, the networks and the rewards were together, right? Rewards are blockchain. The network is pretty much like your computation, right? That's like your smart contracts. Like that's your network. Every blockchain builds with both on top of each other. I actually wrote a blurb about this on my X account that you can go and look at. This post is pinned up. Again, like I have a lot of Zen related content that's high level for those that are looking to join the world, you know, and get out of whatever the fuck you're in. I don't know. If you don't know about this, you need to know about this, man. This is the shit, right? But yeah, so this is something I wrote on my X account. We'll get into like why again. XENBLOCKs is probably the most important play in Zen right now. This thing over here called Zen, this is the gossip channel. Just know that Bitcoin won, so Zen won. And this is going to win because the trading patterns on this is just ridiculous. Right now, again, we're back below the 42 on the RSI. Just to kind of get this out the way, do whatever you want to do in Zen. I'm bullish as fuck on Zen right now. I feel like we're in the middle of something special where we've already consolidated the 200. There's no reason to do it again. So we're coming down right to it. We're flattening. We're underneath the buy zone, right? We getting a double dip right now. 1, 2, right? We got this before here. 1, 2. And we see we had a tiny breakout and it got shitted on. But again, we're not here. We're not June 2024. We're in January 2025 with a better everything. Less sell pressure is from minters is small, niche, small amounts of coin toolers left. So as long as more buyers become part of this experiment, the coin toolers will be deemed to start putting more money into creation, which will then balance out because, you know, again, they're going to have to gamble that these new users are staying. And that's what the speculation of Zen's quantum supply is pretty fun because, again, there's always going to be trolls trying to make new users question, are you into Zen? Always, every single day. If you haven't understood the message, you're going to get people asking you, are you really fucking with this? Right. And it's on you to do the research and come to conclusion, that it's going to do what you think it's going to do. I personally think Zen is going to battle inflation or it's going to battle disinflation before we get to how can we use this inflation. And it's going to be awesome because, again, people will spin up tons of contracts to try to make Zen and outperform a 7-day average. Right. If the price can get us to that, we're going to see it. And that's a new element of quantum space for Zen. So, again, I'm just bullish on this bottom. When we get to where we need to get to next, I think it's going to be great for Zen. But yeah, I think you're losing out right now by not understanding the overall ecosystem, by not understanding why the Zenian doesn't need just Zen to be successful in the X1 ecosystem. Okay. Right. In the X1 network, whichever one you want to choose. But yeah, this is looking like someone's about to have to capitulate. And I think a lot of people aren't going to do that because you can't get the same amount anymore. You have to inject too much money. Again, and gas is, because I was saying before, Ethereum is more sound when there's activity. So I'm expecting it to come back to help fuel this next all-time high for ETH because it's not over. It can't be. There's no way Vitalik is getting ready to stay where he's staying, right? Majority of that tether is what I'm expecting to fuel the rest of the markets. It's kind of how I'm envisioning it. I'm envisioning tether going down and all of tether's outlets go into legacy coins that people believe in. And then you're going to see other blockchains that were leaning on tether as kind of like their shared market cap bleeding into other avenues and just kind of cascading the market into, again, a more enriched sound environment because we don't need stablecoin support. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole world's in shambles. These niggas are out here saying they don't want KYC, but they fuck with stablecoins. It doesn't make any sense. Like, yo, KYC to the end. All right. If you started off and you know what's up, then what's up. But that's what I'm saying. Zen is a way for you to get away from that too if you want it. That's why, again, I don't see people demolishing this bridge. There's so much hidden agenda in the background because you could always play you could always play a better position on the other side. That's the thing about the Zen coin. There's no other coin that has two worlds at the same time, right? Whether it's on Ethereum, it's Base, Optimism, Binance, the stronger the signal, the more I'm expecting that Zen coin to be busy, right? And that's why I like Base Chain. That's why I like Optimism. Right? I like those coins. I like Polygon. I like Post Chain. AZen has lower gas. I like it. I think a lot of people have abandoned it, and now it's like got a chance to blossom because, again, only if you're here, you're here. So let's see what that does. But yeah, Zen's low key pumping right now because I'm fucking chilling, probably making some people come to their senses. You fucking idiot. But yeah, so Zen, it's going to be great. If you don't have any, you're fucking up. If you're not minting it, you're fucking up. Get with the program. Go make some coin tools. Go do some shit. Whatever the fuck, man, do that. But XEN, all right? So this is the proof of work side of X1 chain, right? You burn Zen to get XN. You mine XEN. You could stake it or you could trade it for XN, right? I assume majority will stake it to the chain, to X1 chain, and yield XN and sell the block rewards, right? I could be wrong. If XENBLOCKs is desirable, valuable, we could see a lot of people, rushing into XENBLOCKs. A lot of shit could happen, and you're gonna need to figure out your exit strategy if you want to exit the blocks, or you want to figure out your long-term strategy if you want to go long with the blocks. Like, it's really just whatever you're gonna try to do next. I think you're gonna be able to make a plan. Maybe that's just me, but everybody who made a 10-year plan with Bitcoin and they were literally saying that 10 years ago. All right. 10 years ago was 2015, man. Everybody who got into ETH 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying? They're up. They're trying to get to the next leg. right? They're not like us in the Zen world right now where we've developed our new fundamentals, right? These are new fundamentals. That's why a lot of people are confused on what we're doing in Zen, because usually a chain does only have one way in, right? The Zen world. Burn your coin, end up in X1. Some chains do only work with proof of work. Buy an ASIC, mine the Caspa, sell it, right? There's not many worlds where you have this kind of proof of stake system built into one, and this proof of security, proof of work, proof of value system built into another. Okay. So that's one thing you got to divide when you're looking at Zen and XEN. Zen is honing in all the speculation of supply and inflation. So it's a fun thing. It's like, yeah, it's like a casino, or like, you know, going down to the boardwalk. Like, let's fuck around and play some, you know, boardwalk games, right? That's Zen. How much you want to have of it is up to you. How many games you want to play is up to you. Just know that if this is a simulation of the real world, it does seem like there was cycles in the real world in which people got the best rate, right? And this has an 8-year inflation schedule of hyperinflation. So theoretically, you are in the best rate on the boardwalk. On the boardwalk. Right. And that's why, again, there's some people who are actually smart and they're like, fuck. I want to like sell my Zen. But if I do, I'm here. I'm XYZ123. I've never seen this fucking checkmate ever in crypto. Again, XENBLOCKs checkmated this to be a standard proof of stake coin. What more do you want from Zen? It's finished. You can burn it and it turns into XN. And then you can delegate stake that to somebody and get more block rewards. That's it. So the more Zen you have, the higher delegate you can have, or the easier it is for you to create a validator, or the easier it is for you to spin up a project, right? Those all sound like fundamental things for developers to kickstart everything. We've never actually seen that either in a chain where a dev can be sitting on the side of a curb, and if he got the word where it's like, yo, man, go get some of these Zen coins, burn them shits, make a project over on this side where all the volume is, and then bleed that back into balancing out your life. Get the fuck off this curb, out this tent. I'm for sure like we're going to hear stories like that because this is common sense at this point. So yeah, Zen, again, it's the proof of stake. XENBLOCKs is the proof of work. All right. And proof of work is very important, as we can see in the overall crypto space. If we have one proof of work coin and one proof of stake coin in these noble gases, and obviously Bitcoin is oxygen. Or actually, hold on, what the fuck is number one? I'm stupid right now. Hold on. Damn, I put pre-table. Fuck, I can't spell right now. Oh, there it is. Fuck me. I don't want to spell. No spell B. All right, here we go. Let's look at this. Show me this image, bro. Oh, so number one is hydrogen. Yeah, so Bitcoin is hydrogen. And Ethereum is helium for sure. We're looking at periodically what you should think about these motherfuckers. Because first came Bitcoin and then came helium. Whatever the fuck you want to think. I'm just trying to think of an analogy. But that's why, again, it's proof of work is that hydrogen, bro. It's the beginning element of everything. All right. And if you don't understand that, then like you need to really learn about why proof of work came before proof of stake, obviously. Right? Birds and the bees. It's like you need to learn that shit because you're out here looking like an idiot, not knowing the difference between proof of stake and proof of work, especially going into 2025. But to break it down, proof of work, it has to use energy, real world assets or value to create said cryptocurrency. When you do proof of stake, again, we're just taking magic internet money that we put value behind, right? We put 22 million worth of value behind this coin, and we're just saying it's valuable. Speculation. It's a hard truth of all ERC20s. You're just speculating on what's going to happen next. You're not solid. You're not sound about anything because, again, the only way that Ethereum is sound is if it's burning, and the only way it's burning is if it's fucking busy. And they don't plan on making it busy, right? They'll only make ETH busy when they want to pump their bags, straight up. So again, and that's why, again, Zen's living a great narrative. When Ethereum bros want to pump their bag, they're going to pump the network, which is going to gridlock the gas, right? Once gas is gridlocked, people look at Zen and go, holy shit, no one's making it, right? And then Zen uses that physics of Ethereum to actually create a deflationary symptom inside of the supply, bro. A deflationary symptom, bro. A deflationary symptom, dog. Like, you know, when your nose start running because you got a cold, or your throat start hurting because you got a cold, and then you're like, fuck, man, I'm about to have a cold. Dude, that's what happens when gas goes up on Zen. Symptoms start happening. We go, oh shit, it's feeling a little different in this pool all of a sudden, right? That's what we speculate on in Zen. It's a great speculation tool because, again, there's nothing else out there like that. Because and again, the end game of why you're paying attention to these symptoms is because how expensive is that bridge to X1? Everyone will always be evaluating Zen based on its connection to X1. And right now, X1 is looking amazing. So that's why, I already tweeted it. You're fucking late. The bottom is a long time ago. Stop looking at this like you fucking know what's going on, because you don't. If you did, you'd be saying the same shit, just like the rest of the whales that are not, again, not allowing this to go up. They're trying their best to keep it where it can be, but the moving averages tell a different story. Again, the RSI is telling a different story. And this is what fair launches are supposed to be. A community, a consensus coming to an agreement, right? And again, I believe XENBLOCKs saved Zen. You wouldn't be able to root for what you're rooting for today if it didn't have this proof of work element to actually place a piece of value on top of the Zen world. Now it's highly speculative, because if X1 is successful, then XENBLOCKs is. So you mean to tell me I can turn fiat into this thing called XEN with no KYC? Perfect. This is perfect. Like, again, Bitcoin's going to be way too valuable. Again, XEN is going to be really valuable. I expect it to take principles from Bitcoin. And this is why, again, I'm pro KYC, because I do see a world where people take their social security number because they're American and they apply it to their Bitcoin wallet to be like, that's my property, right? Maybe not the one that they're using today or tomorrow. Hopefully they know about crypto, bro, so they know how to set this shit up. My family's ready. That's all I can say. But everybody else, hopefully you know a guy that can tell you the right way to set up your wallet so you don't start KYCing a gambling wallet that you know. It's just like people in the beginning when iCloud came out and all these dudes got caught fucking cheating on their wives because they're sharing iClouds. And all the wives got caught fucking up with their husbands because now they sharing receipts. Bum, bum, bum. It goes to double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword out here when you get caught slipping. So I'm not going to be slipping. That's all I know. I put it on that rationality of like slippage, because you're going to slip that hard if you don't understand wallets. Like if you're someone who doesn't have the comprehension of a ledger, right? Like, I know ledger is whatever the fuck, but like if you don't understand it, why it exists, why it's here, you deserve to get lost in the sauce. It's all part of the game. And again, I hope for people who are coming later, like I really hope there's some good material. I'm not gonna be the one training them. That's not my vibe. That's not my world. But I do hope those that find the right people, they're inspired and get taught the right ways, because we're hella far away from the original notion, right? XENBLOCKs helps reintroduce the non-KYC era of crypto. That's why proof of work is important. This is the only way you're gonna get away from KYC. Anything proof of stake, oh fuck no. Like, where did that shit come from? Right? You never hear the feds going after anyone in Bitcoin development because it's too hard of an asset to be like, it's like going after someone in the woods building their own hut. and then you're just like gonna go and tell them to tear it down. Like if they strategize and do it correctly and they're in a zone that is not owned, or they're on a reservation where they've asked someone like, yo, can I build over here? And they're like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like there's only so much. But that's proof of stake. If you're only in the proof of stake world, you already living in 100% KYC, because there ain't no way you leaving that motherfucker without people knowing who you are. Straight up. So again, XENBLOCKs introduces that old notion that, hey, you can live behind a private key that's yours. It's your property because you've made it. You've spent the money or the resources to get the computation power that has hashed XEN 11 to produce XEN, right? And XEN does take elements from said token distribution, and it's only distributed over a 15-year course. So we're in year 2. We got 13 to go. Okay. But what's up over here? What's up, Simple? Just in time for 2028 Olympics. The buying zones right now. What's up, crypto dude? Super cycle. Oh, my guy with the ordinals. I'm gonna let them ordinals slide. Now, when I linked with Simple, just on some real life shit, no lie, he had on an ordinals hat. I was like, man, if only we could show this to my homies, but they live in the real world. They have no clue about crypto. They just know I'm the guy. Actually, Simple, I have a funny story. If you're still here, fucking do an emoji or something so I know, and I'll tell the story. But yeah, I have a fucking hilarious story for after you dipped out. It shit was mad funny. But yeah, so real quick, back to what we were talking about before I got on some shit with the homies. X1. This was something I wrote, a couple days ago. I might start doing articles on X, because I've gotten a comment that someone said I GPT'd my statements. Okay, wait. Simple says he's still here. Okay, so Simple, check it out. Hold on, we're gonna talk about this X1 shit. I gotta tell the homies something. So like, bro, after you like mobbed out, right? I'm like chilling with the homies and shit, and we started chatting about like the night before, and one of my homies was like, oh, my real name's Brandon. Everybody, fuck it. My name's Brandon. But my homie was like, Brandon, I like your internet friends. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what does that mean? He was like, man, we met the other homies' internet friends yesterday, and they was all from Hinge and dating apps. He's like, your homie was down to earth, bro. Crypto internet people are cool. And I was like, I never thought I would think of it like that, bro. Like, I never think that, because I love my homies for life. Love them. But they're just not as hip to the tech as I am. It's always been that way. So just to hear them make that diversity or that, just to divide internet friends and like really categorize my friend as an crypto internet person, it's hilarious. That's the power. That's the power that crypto has, bro. Straight up. Like in the real world, they don't know what's going on. They just know we connected. And they know that they gonna make a connection like this. So yo, Og, hurry up, make the Tinder X shit. They asking for it in California. They want to meet crypto niggas on the internet. Sorry, pause. Zinians are built different. Internet people, yo, all you guys in this chat right now are internet people, okay? But yeah, like, that was like a special like thing again. Like, I think personally, going into this year, if you've been in the Zen world, you are an advanced individual. Because how did you stay in this bizarre world for so long? And you own Bitcoin, you're fucking mad. But yeah, like, yeah, for real though, grounded in the network. But yeah, so this is kind of why, again, like, I think like these stories, right? Like, I'm just gonna relate this story to Zen again, because like proof of work is important. It's almost more important. It's almost the most important notion of crypto. Like, and it's leaving us. Like, it's at this point, it is dead. People think it's dead. Like, they would be like, again, a normal person would be like, you're crazy. Like, I'm gonna go buy some coins I can stake. Right. So I think it's really important to protect the integrity of the system if you understand it. Like, if you understand energy consumption, create coin. You know, if you understand 9 to 5 fiat, create coin. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can understand difficulty. So like right now the difficulty is pretty low too on X1. I mean on XN. On XEN. A lot of people are dropping out because a lot of the miners were overseas, in my personal opinion. I think they're not in America. I think a lot of people who are mining XENBLOCKs are again, they're not of my residence, which is fine because that shows how global our ecosystem is, right? I feel like if this were to catch steam because of the proof of work, it would definitely impact that sector of like whatever, you know, what it is, you know. So let's see here if we can check this out. Is this possible to just check out proof of work chains? Let me go to P real fast. Oh, here we can type it in. Proof of memes, proof of what the fuck? I guess not from there. Category. Proof of authority, proof of zero knowledge. The fuck? Proof of what? The fuck was that? Proof of Bible hash. What the? Yo, what is that? No results. Somebody got to see. This is what I'm saying too, man. You know, Binance runs coin market cap, and I be sometimes on this shit, like seeing some of the dumbest shit like this. Like this had to be something left behind pre-Binance, and nobody's gone through yet to start cleaning up the categories. Like they don't even give a fuck about you. You might be a God-loving motherfucker right now, going to look for a Bible hash. You hit apply, and it says no results because they're not updating it. Centralized bullshit, bro. I want to see proof of work. Sounds like a church is in. You weren't present for the rollout of Bitcoin? Neither was I. Okay, I can't find it here. CoinMarketCap probably doesn't want to tell you about it because they're, you know, they're powered by proof of stake. Like, if you got in, like, they'd be fucked. They'd be like, yo, we need to make an XEN. So here we go. This is CoinSlate. I like using them sometimes, but we can see here, this is the proof of work right now. Right now in global conceptual ideology, right? That means I'm talking about like the whole world is understanding proof of work. We only have 151 total assets. We'll say 152 and include XEN and just say, fuck the haters. The sector has a dominance of 60%. This is stupid because it's just Bitcoin. I'm sure if we took away the Bitcoin, everything here would be fucking horrible. Everything. Right? Because the Bitcoin is holding up the proof of work model, right? The second best proof of work model is going to be Dogecoin, which is a meme. It doesn't even, it's the Zen, you know, of it all, because it's like you can, again, I've heard all the fucking stories. We can use the inflation, you know, towards, you know, bonds and do a lot of different shit so we can use the inflation. All right. Question is, it's infinite inflation. Zen has a 2% inflation. Right. As after everything is said and done, it's going to, after 8 years, it's done. Doge after 8 years is still inflating infinitely. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what the fuck? All right. So then we got Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash, it could be the real Bitcoin, right? That's why we're bullish on Bitcoin Cash, because there is a group of individuals that have that mind share that this is the real Bitcoin. And when you rewind time to its beginning, it kind of feels like the real Bitcoin. It feels like it. And the community feels like a real Bitcoin community. Kind of feels like what we think is real Bitcoin is the reverse of the map. Right. Again, you're just a normal motherfucker. So you do whatever you're going to do with your fucking $10. Do whatever you're going to do with your $10. I'm just telling you what it is. So maybe you turn that 10 into 10, you know. And I think Bitcoin Cash is that 10 to 10. Not as much as Doge, because again, it's infinite, right? We're looking at proof of work, and it's like Lord and Savior, which is the Bitcoin. Anything that's most relatable to it will be it. And all the proof of work so far has been a gimmick, right? Doge is an inflatable Bitcoin forever. Bitcoin Cash is Bitcoin fork. Litecoin is Bitcoin, but with a total supply cap, I think, right? I think it's like a total supply cap on Litecoin or some shit. That's just bigger than Bitcoin, but it's, you know. Then you have ETH Classic, which is P.o.W. ETH. People are still shilling this shit. I don't fucking know why. They're doing it for price. Upgrade your fucking world. Monero might not ever go away. It's the most private coin you're gonna fucking find. Got an X in front of it too. X Mister. So we do like Monero. And I do think, you know, you can actually mine Monero and XNM at the same time. So you can get XMR and XNM at the same time. And that might actually help push the miner. I've never really thought about that until just now looking at this list. But if you're out there and you're deving, yo, why not put a Monero XNM miner together? Just double up the coins that someone can get. That'd be kind of cool. And then number 7, we got Caspa, the fucking ghost. It's a new ideology. It's a DAG with proof of work. But obviously it's never going to work because it's never come out. It's out, but it's not out, you know. We got Bitcoin Cash and then Zcash, which is like Monero. Bitcoin SV is like Bitcoin Cash. It's a fork of the original Bitcoin, but SV stands for Satoshi's vision. And the founder is in jail now. Craig Wright. He founded that. And then Coflex Network, number 10. Now, Coflex is just here because it's a profitable token. I've noticed that, like, if you go to this website called what to mine? What to mine? They show you a lot of insight on different coins, and like this coin flux seems to be always something worth mining. This coin, coin flux and Cortex. Those two seem to always be something worth mining. I don't know if it's, I mean, in my like mind of knowing how crypto works, I think the rest of them are just not profitable to mine anymore. And that's why they're falling down the chart, which is like the classic proof of work, like barrier was like, oh, you'd make this token. And then when there's no transactions, like why would anybody keep the network on? Right? They'll only keep the network on if it's valuable. So this Conflux network has figured that little bit out of how people can mine and be profitable. And it's, you know, it's like, you know, I would say it's more solid than Caspa, right? Caspa has tried to do that Broadway game where you walk up and you got to hit the sledgehammer on top of the bell to like ring it. That's Caspa. It's trying. I don't know though. And you can go look at the rest of this stuff here. But again, this is where XEN fits right in, right? XEN does provide like the revive of the proof of work system. Another reason proof of work fails is this ASIC mining concept. So there's so much that goes into the XEN that, like, again, like you got to really get into it. You can go and read this. This is the docs. This is public information, bro. And this I haven't even started to talk about like the power between all this shit yet. I'm just laying out the features or the benefits of the features, you know. But I had wrote this where a couple of days ago where I was like, X1 is changing how we explain blockchain architecture to the next class of power crypto users. A perfect example of this is the innovation is the P.o.W. POS consensus, right? Most blockchains don't articulate how important the division of these fundamentals are. Neither are the same. Yet every blockchain merges the concept of staking, validation, and token creation. Okay. So this is like a huge part of this whole thing. Every blockchain merges how the coin operates. It is department related. The coin does not operate in the same department. It's not like a fucking movie scene where you push a basket and it goes through like 5 different scenes and it'd be the same representation between all the scenes. Like, nah, bro, that does not. We got checkpoints. And I think that's actually pretty awesome because a lot of cryptos don't have checkpoints. It's all smashed into one, which forces the gossip habit where you have to talk about it more than just use the product. Right. I think, again, we're moving into that era. People want to just use the crypto. They just want to buy the Tesla and the crypto work. Right. They just want to buy the Tesla and it work. They don't want to learn the Tesla. All right. They want to make sure they're getting the Tesla expecting you to have figured out all the kinks, you nerd. That's why motherfuckers is getting the Fords now. Shout outs Ford. Let's go America. So the same will go for crypto. A lot of people will come in and they will assume that we have it figured out. When they start having blackouts and having to pay more fees and shit like that, they're going to be quick to switch. All right. And that's why I don't believe stacking the euphoric understanding of creation under one umbrella. And I do believe this is an innovation forward for the space, dividing the two, providing a new form of architecture for the next power users that are going to come in and develop systems for the real world, right? I don't think we need to hold them back any longer and make them see the differences between two. It's definitely more beneficial if they're together and they represent what they represent, right? Under the one ecosystem called X1. So we have lost the notion of security to pump our fucking bags. Everyone wants no KYC reality, but every top 5 chain have KYC validator sets. So in case you didn't know, a lot of these chains at the top here, like the only way they can confirm blocks or validate blocks is if they relay back information of who is on the chain. And they've kind of like, they've kind of made it like this as if this was the only resort. QX1 again. This is not the only resort. We don't need a resort to just 29 people, all KYC to the feds, that they got the chain under control. We should probably try to figure out an organic system similar to the ocean of how we can balance this shit the fuck out. All right. I don't think we need to bottleneck it down to the validator set and then expose to the public that, hey, you're living a non-KYC lifestyle. Like, no, you're not. Ethereum could black you out if they really wanted to. And then all of the Bitcoin nodes could collude together and like block you the fuck out that way too. Same for every chain. Every chain could do that. In X1, it might be kind of weird because if someone wanted to spend all the resources to spin up a node, they could push a transaction because it's so open for not that much amount of money. And I mean, if we want to get into the national security conversation about blockchain, I guess we've accepted it. But that's not, again, I feel like we're going to go towards an ethical route in crypto. We're not going to try to put all these rules on it. We're just going to be ethical about how we approach the situation. If people want to put rules on it, they can, blah, blah, blah. But again, that's why X1 has a ways of a means up here. We have a lot of good down to the validator set, bitch. But yeah, X1 and the POS super chain. All right. One system for value and security and one system for computation and governance. XEN is the POW reward coin. XN is your POS native token. Both support the X1 infrastructure to produce blocks. Both play a role in the consensus to strengthen the network. Bitcoin miners are trading rewards and Ethereum and Solana stakers are in a daily supply rat race. This right here is just the reality of today's crypto and why X1 needs to exist. The fact that Bitcoin miners have to trade off their rewards and sell, like that's a notion in Bitcoin, right? The price is going down because the miners are selling because they can't stake to the network because it has no computational value. It's just for storage and security. So hodl your Bitcoins. Maybe we'll attach KYC so that you can put them in a bank and then attach it to your house. Or maybe we'll invent a way for you to take your bank or take your land and like, again, collateralize it with the Bitcoin under your own self-custody. Ooh, banks or you, banks. It's going to be a great conversation when we get to that part. But again, proof of work is what allows us to massage that notion, right? But again, it doesn't, that's why we have Ethereum. I want to stake my Bitcoins. That's what ETH is, essentially. Staking your Bitcoins so you can make more Bitcoins with them. In a very simple 1, 2, 3, no middleman action. Right? And then you got to use that ETH for other transactions on chain, because now that you can stake your ETH, there must be other things you can do, right? Like maybe I can stake my car. Maybe I can stake my house. Maybe I can stake, right, the computation. What can we do with this? Right? And that's why, again, I am under the impression that ETH is not sound enough for all that shit. And we've been looking for the next one. But again, it has given us a clear path of what we do with these POS native coins. All right. We know what we do with them. We spend them on computation. All right. We spend them on governance. Governance is, I'm going to stake my coins and be part of the network. I'm going to vote towards progression. Right. And that's kind of, again, proof of stake has like significantly lost the governance piece. Because, again, people, they look at it as a reward coin. They're trying to sell the fucking POS coin when they should be staking it. And the only people trying to stake it are the controllers of the chain that minted all the coins out. So yeah, crypto's in shambles. Like, we already know this shit. And that's why XEN is a great play into the overall system, because its computation, its power of computation now turns into value and security, rather than being like what we have here in Ethereum, where if we want to secure the network, the gas goes up. Right? Where's the gas here? It's right here. 11. So if you want to secure ETH, you got to pump the network. And to pump the network means you're going to pump gas. And to pump gas means all transactions are more expensive. Ethereum is just naturally more expensive because you need more ETH. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like if you don't have the ETH today at 3,200 and now it's 6,400, now you're getting 0.5 for double the price, right? So you're going to be obligated to now come out of pocket 2x than you would have if you would have purchased it today at 3.2, right? So I don't know how sound that is for the reality, right? That just sounds like you're racing security. And it gets away from the computational power of Ethereum. Like if we didn't have to think about how your ETH is also a reward coin, then you would know exactly how to use it, to your advantage. And we probably have less trading wars on the, chart. We'd have more sound money. We'd have maybe a vehicle that someone's already invented to help with the inflation on Ethereum, right? But again, everyone's rat racing on how do I make the most off my reward coin? That shit doesn't make any sense. Divide it. Oh wait, you can't. You've already deployed the system. We're fucking winning over here, right? We haven't deployed this system and we've already put it all together. And I think, again, proof of work is by far one of the most sound ways to produce a cryptocurrency. And again, to bring that back and bring the access to anybody that wants to do it, right? You don't need a big computer. You don't need a big brain, right? You don't need any of that. You just need access. Actually, on my page, I got an old school video on how to start XENBLOCKs. In a few days, I'll have the upgraded version so you can start even quicker. But yeah, right now we do got that set up for anybody that wants to get started today. But yeah, so this is what we're talking about here, about this like KYC. And again, I feel like, again, I feel like one day KYC will be on the user to attach real world belief into crypto. Simply all it's used for. And the crypto world has given it up so that they can get more exposure, but we have the ability to render it backwards now, while again we're still in the early stages of the overall space growing, reintroducing something new that's not KYC, right? That it requires nothing. You don't need no airdrop, none of that, all the good. Again, so rent GPUs, buy GPUs, run one-liner script, XEN. Very simple. Current way to get crypto right now is you got to do a fiat into an exchange, right? Coinbase, Gemini, Kraken, MoonPay, right? They got to know who you are because they're an accredited, company, and they want to move up in the S&P 500. So they gonna follow the rules. And then you're gonna, and then again too, they want you to have bank transfers, and the bank ain't gonna fuck with them if they don't fucking know who you are. So they got us again cornered right here. There's no escaping that. If you want to see the value from your crypto, okay, there's no escaping that. This is something I think XEN can tackle. This, we're just not talking about it yet. But yeah, so you transfer your bank funds into said exchange. You swap it, you withdraw to a self-custody wallet. So yeah, this is like the classic way before the POW, X1 POW. X1 POW will be one of the easiest fiat ramps into XEN. And again, I think your XEN wallet will be where your privacy lives. Even me right now, I'm like, fuck. I wish I would have had more privacy-driven reality in the beginning of X1, because I just kind of used my ETH address for everything, and now I have like a ton of different addresses. But it would have been awesome to just kick off the shebang with just starting with like this idea you're gonna have 20 addresses. Like, get ready for that, because yeah, that's how you should live in crypto. You should make a new wallet a day almost. I'm sure we'll get to that moment too. People just make a new wallet a day. But yeah, so that's like kind of the why behind XENBLOCKs, right? It's removing the security and the value, and it's removing the computation and the governance, and it's allowing the chain to be the chain. It's allowing both parties to participate how they feel, right? And if that's still too complicated for you, there is XEN. And that's why this exists. It's your portal in if you can't comprehend XEN. And I think that's what's going to make XEN extremely valuable, because a lot of people will opt to be like, oh, I can't do that. No. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. There's one thing here, this right here. POW NFTs. Yeah, POW NFTs are going to pop off for sure. What's up, Tekken? Dude, I haven't even seen what the fuck. What's going on here? How many viewers we got? Oh, shit. 27 people in the house. Hey, man, hit the like button. Goddamn. Coming with the XEN content always and forever. So again, everything else sucks, man. Your favorite chain's garbage if it's not X1. This will be my t-shirt. Your favorite chain is garbage if it's not X1. Watch messages. Hey, shout outs Lita sending me the BTCB. I don't know where the fuck that shit's coming from, dude, but thank you. Feel free to shill it in the chat if you want. 420. But yeah, XEN supply. All right, we got an average speed of 1 block per second. We actually got some of the fastest blocks, man. Like right here, if we're looking at algorithms on what to mine, see their block time, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 1 minute, 13 seconds, half a second right here. This is Coflex. I think I half a second. Or it's like, it's not half a second, but it's 50 seconds. I'm just saying half because goddamn. I wonder what they do. I haven't ever looked into this. Let's look into it. I'm pretty sure it's probably ASIC driven though, with that kind of speed. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 59. D-pin, AI D-pin. Hold up. We like that. What's this? Let's go to the websites, check it out. Because I'm telling you, P.o.W is going to be one of the biggest crazes in all. Everyone's going to, I'm expecting Raven Coin to come out of the woodworks. And I'm expecting a lot of these to be priced in BTC. And that's where a lot of people are going to be caught off guard. They're going to be like, wait a second. Why is the value of these coins going up? And it's like, oh, because that person can't put the property of their BTC value into actual property yet. So they're recycling it into the best POWs, you know, and we're going backwards. That used to be what it was. Like that's why Ethereum Classic is still up. You know, that's why Bitcoin Cash is still up. People still are on that notion that I need to take my Bitcoin value and put it into another proof of work coin. That's why Monero is still up. Zcash is still up. Right? There ain't no reason for them to leave. They can hodl their rewards in another POW that they believe in. See, that's why, again, XEN is crazy, because you're going to have people taking XN rewards and probably transforming them into XENBLOCKs because they can't make them. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I'm like comprehending it all, is that one day it really clicks and people are like, wait a second, we can put this all together. We can make a Zen index, you know, and then the store value or the vault token or the bond is to XEN. So a lot of different ways to play it, but you just got to be on that element of understanding, you know. And again, that's why I'm like, yo, I'm pretty sure a lot of these built-in staking, high throughput. Let's see here. Documentation, grants, CFX. Get involved, join the Discord, apply for a grant. That's what everybody loves. Run a node. Let's look at their node requirements. I wish I had like an about us right here. All right. Through blockchain and other emerging technologies, the part of the globalization of connectivity is accelerating, yet barriers still exist. For every barrier, there's a catalyst for a new kind of connectivity. Coflex Network is the catalyst. As the only regulatory compliant, public and permissionless blockchain in China. Shit. I said the C word. See, y'all really gonna be pumping this shit? They got a dick on the motherfucking website right here. This is a penis. Are you gonna root for the American coin? America, put the guns up. You know what I'm saying? Put the guns up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we're doing over here. We look good in suits and with our arms out. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing over here. Shout out to all my international players. You're gonna be playing the ball with us very soon. Don't worry. Everyone's invited. We'll have a wife for you to make you an American as soon as possible. All right, bring your wife too. Shit, and the kids. We'll figure it out. No, I'm just kidding. No penis chills. Lols. Hey, I wasn't expecting them to say that they were, you know, China. Yeah, that would caught me the fuck off guard. They had to keep it real. They said borderless. They made sure to include North America, Russia, Latin America. Already, this shit is looking like you might not want to mine this. This might be one of the first ones to get down. Damn, how you mine this shit? Let's look at the docs. So we're gonna run a node. Let's look at the overview. What kind of technology do we need? Let's look at it here. We need at least 16 gigabytes of RAM, 4 CPU cores. Fuck out of here. Damn, this shit is not even fast. It's almost like when you think of it like this, what happens if Xenium decides to use X1? Which, I mean, it's planned. I mean, there's a plan on that already, but I mean, just like, think about it. Like, Xenium has no computation besides the GPUs rendering information, right? There's no processor maintaining the OS. Hello, that's X1, you know? It's like, imagine it's like somebody wants to really enhance this ideology. It's going to get nuts, man. Because, yeah, this is nothing. 16 gigabytes of RAM and 4 CPUs. Like, you need at least 12 cores to run an X1 node. You need at least 128 gigabytes of RAM. And you need at least 2 terabytes of free NVMe, NVMe. You need that, right? SSD recommended. They're not even telling you need a motherfucking SSD. This is ass. This is ass. This is ass. So I mean, all cryptos are ass. They're all booty cheeks, like straight up. Like, what the fuck is this shit? They got a dick on their page. Like, shit's whack as fuck, man. Get this shit out of my face, nigga. Let's see what this is. AI DePIN, empowering the future of AI through DePIN. Lols. So is this built with Solana? Solana is like the biggest people of the DePIN. DePIN is it's a new word in crypto. It's kind of like KOL, which is like key information or key online leader, excuse me. So you know, everyone's like, oh, you're a KOL, blah blah blah, and whatnot. But yeah, so like that's a piece of the puzzle. Really, you really want to be in DePIN. So DePIN is a new corporate word in crypto to basically state this. So decentralized physical infrastructure of network. So DePIN stands for decentralized physical infrastructure networks, which are blockchain-based networks and incentivize the sharing and management of physical infrastructure through token rewards. Okay, so this is like, again, making the network better. That's all it really is, right? Most DePINs are judo, Helios, whatever the fuck that is on Solana, right? A lot of DePINs are on Solana because Solana has built their culture around that. Like, build around Solana, you get rich too. So be ready to see this type of stuff where like this person has a proof of work coin. I guess that is AI, but let's dive into. Let's see what the fuck they're trying to drive to us. What you trying to drive to us? A brief history of AI. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, crypto is so fucking fried, bro. Like, who the fuck needs an AI lesson on AI? You know, it's 2025, bro. What the fuck? I don't know, man. You can believe in this shit. Computing needs for AI. The demand for computing power for AI training models is becoming exponential due to their increasing complexity and the massive amounts of data required. This increase reflects the evolution of AI models from simple structures to deep neural networks. Oh my God. Bro, we've been talking about this shit for like 2 years. All right, get the shit out of my face, man. How the fuck do you make it? Economical model. That don't make no fucking sense. They got a whole bunch of words on here, but no numbers, bruv. All right, this is a pleb bull. This is also, what the fuck are we doing here? I think tokenomics was on the site though. Oh wait, here it is. Here it is. All right, so 500 million. It's using P.o.P, which is Raven coin. Mainnet launching April 27th. ASIC resistance, yes. Why though? So you'd have to dive in further. But P.o.P is like another type of hashing algorithm you can get your head into. But I'm sure it's not ASIC resistant. I'm pretty sure you can do ASICs, but I don't know. You know, it's not me. Their website is moving pretty slow too for my computer. So like, this is also pretty funny. They haven't, oh man. The number one thing that my pet peeve is when someone doesn't go and update their footer. So we can see here, they got a footer from 2024. It's been 9 days. I need you to fucking update that so I can trust you. So I know you're there. US Gov just got the okay to sell a few $1 billion worth of BTC from the Silk Road. What up, Marley? Yo, honestly, I saw that tabloid this morning and I was like, yo, the government is the dumbest motherfuckers if they do that shit. Like, oh my God. Like, you're going to sell 96, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to sell that much Bitcoin at one time? Back into the dollar? That has to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, you've seized the money that you can use to stake to some debt, and you're gonna go and sell it out of ethical deep state bullshit. Like, it don't make no sense either, bro. I hope they don't do that shit though. I don't think they're gonna do it, because there got to be a reason, a person of reason in the government that has to be like, that is, we cannot do what Germany did, because Germany already did that and then Bitcoin pumped, right? So now they're gonna see that loss, right? And that's the only reason they would do it. Yeah, but again, I have another theory on crypto, is that it's about showing your cards. It's one of the only spaces where a strategic player can't move forward in a bad strategy without showing their cards. Like, that's why everyone's like, oh, your strat's bad, your strat's bad, your strat's bad. But, you know, we're all just trying to find the linear strat that everyone should be on. And usually when you find that out, it's because someone's going to cold turkey the strat to put us on a new one, you know? Like, now we're going this way. So that's why, again, I think Germany already kind of showed their hand. Like, it's not smart to do that as a government, regardless to what the fuck what everyone is thinking. Like, they took a big L on that. And unless they're getting taxes back, which is going to show another hand, I'm sure other nations better off seizing Bitcoins than they are fucking seizing and selling. But we'll see, bro. You know, motherfuckers is stupid out here. What's up, T-Flaw Fitness? What it do, bro? X1 is taking just as long as Pulse Chain. Jack should have not made fun of Richard Hart for taking too long. Yeah, that's true, but it's part of the, you know, the poking and whatnot. It's all part of the poking. If you poke like the bear, you know, someone's gonna poke back. The thing is, though, is that I like that he poked Richard Hart about how long it took, because when X1 comes out, all the stuff that I'm explaining, like, this is a supersonic big bang in crypto. Unfortunately, Richard Hart's Pulse Chain was not that. So if it's going to tap in with like that community to kind of show them what it is to throw out there a really big bang blockchain, and you get to ride the experience because, like, you know, you got like a little vendetta against that like notion he had. I think you're going to love what's happening. So yeah, I feel, yeah, he pokes a lot of shit just on purpose, just to keep the circles around, you know. It's just some Jack shit and Jack Levin bullshit. Jack Levin's trying to act like he don't believe in KYC. The motherfucker worked at Google. He knows how the game works. It's whatever, though. That's a topic within. We can all talk about it. I got my hashes. I got my hash. Oh, yeah, Leader, you live out there in Germany, so you saw it. I think that's what, I mean, over here, it's what we're talking about. Like, I think they pulled the trigger too early. I think they could have had a better strategic plan, and I think they should have hired somebody for that. And I hope they learned. I hope every government learned, like, yo, if you seize Bitcoins, put them in the treasury. And if you don't want to do that, you're crooked. You're just crooked. And hopefully the world will start to see that too. Like, yo, your government sold their Bitcoins. Like, they do not fuck with you. They had the op, bruh, to hold them shits and let the world pump your bag. But instead they were like dumbfounded by some sort of notion that this was a smarter move, you know. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. Okay. We'll see what happens next. But yeah, back on this shit. As we can see, like, again, I'm putting it out there. I've been streaming for over an hour 30, right? And the second half of this stream has been about how sick XEN is, why we probably want to get in, and why, like, again, there's nothing like it, right? X1 chain is taking its time, but it's fallen into place. And then again, it's fallen in place to have a big bang so that everything after that first day of mainnet does not exist anymore. I hate to tell you, your favorite chain will be wrapping coins on X1 chain for attention, nigga. For attention. They're not even going to be doing it to be like, we're innovating, we're deepening, right? We're a deepen situation. Nah, man, they just going to be straight up, we need liquidity, so let's go launch over there. But yeah, go look at what to mine. It's a good place again. You can like play around with it. You know, what I usually have is like 4 A2000s. So I'll like go over here and I'll put like 4. You know what I'm saying? And Now I'll go over here and I'll see like, you know, what's it looking like for like, you know, that particular one. But you know, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe okay, now I'm starting to see no Raven hashing algorithm over here. So maybe it is ASIC resistant. I would have to do more more discovery on like why they chose that to kind of have that conversation. But in XEN, what we've learned is that there's no such thing as like resistant. Resistant is only to a certain point. You know, that's what it is resistance. So someone has to create a means to an ends in a sense. Shout outs cunt. Someone would need to do that in order for you know, Argon 2 to no longer be resistant to ASIC or GPU, right? So someone could, but what we've learned is to make ASIC products, it is extremely expensive. You're looking at like a $10 million project because you're gonna need to build a board and from like you're gonna have to build it from scratch. You know, invention, my dude. So yeah, whenever you see that advertised in proof of work networks, hopefully they do it like XENBLOCKs, where we let you know while resistant, this does not mean mining with these devices is impossible, right? So hopefully other people do that. We were just on that site and they were just kind of pushing it like this is that and this is theirs, you know. Again, no one's found XENBLOCKs. This shit is undercover. It's crazy. It's really actually pretty bizarre. Like look at this. September 16th, cut in half again. 5 rewards go to 2.5. Right, and then what you would need is for people to turn off. So what's kind of funny right now is we're at half of the difficulty of where we were when the halvening happened. So the first halvening happened back in September, right here. And then a bunch of people thought X1 chain was going to come out. So we saw an intensity of mining. But now you can see we've fallen down. A lot less XEN is being mined a day. Or it's like, how do you say this? Like less brute force mining and more just sustainable mining. So like what would be released anyways is just going to a smaller group of people. But when more people jump in, they're kind of brute forcing future XEN out of the system, right? So, and then that's what pushes difficulty. So in order to brute force out more tokens, you're going to push the mining pool against yourself, right? So increase in token creation means increase in network funding, right? That's kind of the security in the XENBLOCKs. As more people get interested, difficulty rises. As more people decide to turn on miners, so does the amount of money it costs for them to produce one block. That's the security, you know, naturally built in to XENBLOCKs, right? So right now it's the best time to be mining them because we're getting half of that ratio. We're getting literally half. And it's like you're still consistent with the same amount of mining you would have done a year ago, right? So there's a lot of people right now that are speculating that they're going to get the same result on year 3. And I doubt it. I fucking doubt it. Maybe for if you know, and that's like if it doesn't catch on, right? I think people are going to catch on a lot quicker here because again, it's no VC funding. Anybody can make it. Fair launch proof of work coin similar to Bitcoin. In all states of representation, it is the Bitcoin. It's not the Bitcoin, but it is the Bitcoin. And again, I mean, like all it takes is more people talking about it and doing it the right way, and this will naturally take off. There's nothing else like it. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of running in circles now. They created from the old world, seeking control. Who did that? Yeah, XM has no value. So yeah, as I end the stream, first one back of the year. Congratulations, you made it again around the sun one more time. And if you believe in the flat Earth theory, all right, fine. You made it around the circumference of the flatness. The sun has gone around again for whatever is a year on a flat Earth. But one thing we all know is that crypto didn't change. All right. If anything, people are the most encouraged to get involved. So if you've been here and you've been slacking, it's time for you to turn on them jets, man, because you're going to get left behind, right? If you're not into Zen, you might want to find some other shit. Again, this is mainly a Zen stream. It's the first one of the year. Tomorrow I'll come back. We'll talk about Emoji Dracula. Right now, it reached an all-time high and got rejected. So redistribution is underway. But again, what's cool is watching this redistribution system, because when it gets down, it resets at a higher point than its previous, which is very bomb. We'll talk about that tomorrow, about the Emoji Dracula, as well as Solana, or solXEN. solXEN is seeing a sell-off right now too, but solXEN is looking good because it's on the RSI here. We can see that there's a decision that needs to be made soon, and it's either side, whether you're selling or you're telling people you should get the fuck in this shit. And personally, I think this is a time to get your eye on it, because they selling over here right now. They ain't telling nobody anything, but I can see it. We see you, bro. You can't hide the facts. Till next time, peace, bitch.